Did you know that every time you put on a Halloween costume, you're taking part in a ritual that's over 2,000 years old? Imagine an ancient festival where people believed the line between the living and the dead blurred, and to protect themselves, they wore disguises to fool spirits. Halloween costumes aren't just fun, they're a glimpse into a fascinating and spooky past. The story of Halloween costumes begins with the Celtic festival of Samhain. Over 2,000 years ago, the Celts, who lived in what we now know as Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France, celebrated Samhain on the night of October 31st. For the Celts, this was not just any night, it was the New Year's Eve of the spirit world. They believed that on this night, the boundary between the world of the living and the world of the dead was paper thin. Spirits, both good and bad, were believed to walk among them, and to encounter one of these spirits could be, well, not exactly pleasant. To avoid any encounters with these ghostly visitors, the Celts would dress up, but not in the fun, colorful costumes we see today. They wore animal skins and heads to disguise themselves, blending in with the spirits. By doing this, they hoped the spirits would think they were just one of their own and leave them alone. That's right, the origins of our Halloween costumes were pretty spooky. Here's something that might surprise you. People didn't just dress up to fool spirits. Some would leave food outside their doors as offerings. If a spirit found food at your doorstep, it might take the offering and move along without causing any mischief in your home. Think of it as the earliest form of trick-or-treating. When the Roman Empire began spreading across Celtic lands, the traditions of Samhain began to blend with Roman customs. The Romans had their own festival honoring the dead, called Feralia, which also took place in late October. Over time, these festivals merged, layering new customs on top of the ancient Samhain traditions. Fast forward a few hundred years, and we arrive at the Middle Ages. The Church, hoping to put a Christian spin on things, declared November 1st as All Saints' Day, or All Hallows' Day. This made October 31st All Hallows' Eve, which eventually morphed into Halloween. But people didn't just let go of their old customs. On All Hallows' Eve, people still believed spirits roamed the earth, so they continued wearing costumes to keep them at bay. But here's something else many people don't know. During the medieval period, Halloween costumes took on a whole new twist. People began dressing up as saints, angels, and demons, blending elements of their Christian beliefs with the folklore of their ancestors. They'd go door to door performing little plays, or mumming, as they called it, to earn food or drink, a custom that may remind you of trick-or-treating. In Scotland and Ireland, there was a tradition called guising, where children dressed in costumes would go door to door, but there was a catch. They had to perform a song, recite a poem, or do a trick to earn their treat. So if you've ever wondered where the trick part of trick-or-treat comes from, now you know. When Irish and Scottish immigrants came to North America in the 1800s, they brought their Halloween traditions with them. Over time, the holiday grew and changed, blending with other customs and taking on a more fun, family-friendly tone. Today, Halloween is celebrated in so many parts of the world with costumes that range from funny to scary to downright wacky. But the next time you put on a Halloween costume, remember, you're participating in a tradition that's thousands of years old, meant to protect people from the unknown and the unseen. Halloween costumes have come a long way from animal skins and ghostly disguises, but the spirit behind them remains, to confront and sometimes laugh in the face of our deepest fears. If you enjoyed this dive into the mysterious origins of Halloween costumes, give us a like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories from history that you won't believe are real. Happy Halloween, everyone.